Hey guys, YouTube Warrior 100 here. All right. And yeah, and just like I said in the last video that I did, where I made my return here, yeah, like I said in that video, yeah, now here I am to now resume what I was doing last year for Christmas because yeah, like I was saying, like last year during Christmas time, I started reviewing like some other Nickelodeon specials that I have yet to cover yet. Yeah, and yeah, I mean, because of like the circumstances that went on last year, which I talked about in the video that I did last year, in the New Year's video that I did. I talked about like what went on, why I had to abruptly stop those. Yeah, but yeah, like I said in the last video, now that Christmas time is now upon us, now it's a good time for me to now continue on with those. And yeah, and it just seems like a perfect time for me to come back where I can pick up right where I left off. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So just a little bit of recap for what I'm doing for Christmas dishes for these Nickelodeon Christmas special reviews. Yeah. I talked about this last year. Yeah, because yeah, since I've like done like a whole bunch of reviews for various Nickelodeon Christmas specials over the years. Like I reviewed like Rugrats Christmas specials and like the SpongeBob Christmas specials, the Key and Kill Christmas special, uh, Merry Christmas Drake and Josh, um, the um, the Doug Christmas special, the Hey Arnold Christmas special, the Rocko's Modern Life Christmas special. I've just done a whole bunch of them. So yeah, so I decided that I would like dedicate Christmas reviews to just Nickelodeon Christmas specials because there's still like quite a bit that I still have not covered yet. Yeah. Yeah, and if you saw the ones that I did last year when I was starting to do these reviews, last year during Christmas time, before like the whole circumstances were starting, the ones that I did last year were the last Rugrats Christmas special that I was yet to talk about, Babies in Toyland, the iCarly Christmas special, iChristmas, the Rocket Power Christmas special, A Rocket Xmas, the All That Christmas special, and the Wild Thornberries Christmas episode, Have Yourself a Thornberry Little Christmas. Yeah, so those were the ones that I did last year, and yeah, and now like I'm just gonna really like pick up where I left off with those and just review the rest that I wanted to talk about last year. Yeah, and like I said last year, like the only catch with these Nickelodeon Christmas special reviews is that it has to be of a show from Nickelodeon that I am actually familiar with, like one that I've actually watched. So yeah, so any newer Nickelodeon shows that have had like Christmas specials, I'm not going to be talking about those. These are just going to be for Christmas specials from Nickelodeon shows that I did actually watch and ones that I am familiar with. All right, so yeah, so I just want to give you guys a little bit of a recap for those, yeah. And like I was saying last year, like as you just like heard me talking about, like for these reviews, I'm like alternating between animated and live action. So yeah, so I'm just going to be alternating all throughout these reviews, like reviewing like an animated special and then a live action one, because yeah, both like animated and live action Nickelodeon shows. Like there have been tons of Christmas specials for both of them. For both animated and live action, so yeah, so I am alternating between those throughout these reviews. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, and so next up, for the one that I was going to talk about next in these reviews, for my next Nickelodeon Christmas special review, this is going to be a review for the Victorious Christmas special, A Christmas Tori. Yeah, so yeah, kind of like a nod to A Christmas Story. Yeah, they called this A Christmas Tori. Yeah. So yeah, so this episode, this originally aired in December of 2011, and this was during the second season of the show. Yeah, and I remember like when this special did first come out, like I did like a watch it, and I did watch it uh like another time or two after this. But yeah, I didn't. I haven't actually seen this special a whole bunch of times, and I actually hadn't seen it for quite a while before I watched it to make this review. Yeah, so I kind of like did like remember like the premise of the special, but I didn't really like exactly remember what it was about. Yeah, so yeah, but I did give this um special a watch, and overall, yeah, this was a pretty solid Christmas special. Yeah. So yeah, so of course Victoria's like yeah, I'm sorry, like a little while back, like I was sick, and I've just like been still like been in a war with a cough for the last few weeks. So yeah, so it's still like going on right now. So I apologize if I cough at any point during this review. Yeah. Yeah, so Victorious like aired on Nickelodeon. Like its original run was like from I believe 2010 to 2013. Yeah, and this was a show that I did watch. Like I kind of like considered this as kind of like a sort of like a follow up to iCarly in a way. Yeah, because yeah, this show like this they actually did establish that this show was in the same universe as iCarly because of course they did have that like that crossover I Party with Victorious. So yeah, so this show was set in the same universe as iCarly. Yeah, but yeah, I did like Victorious. I mean, it was probably like my second favorite live action Nick show when it was on Nickelodeon. Like first it was iCarly, and then it was this because yeah, these the shows like were like on Nick at like during the same point. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, so I did like this show. Like yeah, it was a pretty good show. Like, and of course, like did star Victoria Justice as the main character of the show, Tori Vega. Yeah, and it had other cast members like Leon Thomas, Matt Bennett, Elizabeth Gillies, Ariana Grande, Avon Jogia, and Danielle Monet. Yeah, and everybody I overall like did like in the show. Like, I did like all the main characters for the show. Yeah, yeah. So Victoria's overall, like, I did enjoy it. Like, I think like I don't think I like did actually like start like tuning into the show when it like did first come out. I think it took me a little bit to actually like start tuning into it and watch it regularly. But yeah, I did overall like yeah, I did like the show a lot. Yeah, yeah. And like I said, this Christmas special this like originally like aired in December 2011. Yeah. And yeah, and I did think that this was overall like it was a solid Christmas special. Like I don't think it's really like among the best Nickelodeon Christmas specials ever. But yeah, overall, I did overall still enjoy it just fine. I mean, in the story for this special, it is like a relatively simple story. All it really is that it's of course Christmas time, and in the kids' acting class with their teacher, of course, Psychowitz, like with it being Christmas, like he like is like telling the kids that there's like a secret Santa program, and all the kids are like part of it, and yeah, and each everybody has to give like a gift to someone as a secret Santa. And yeah, and there is a catch in this, as like Tykowitz tells everybody that whoever gives the worst Christmas gift will have to go Christmas yodeling with him on Christmas Eve. And so yeah, throughout the episode, like it shows like the kids like giving each other their secret Santa present, yeah. But Tori is like having a problem with hers because like she's Andre's secret Santa, like Andre was Leon Thomas's character in the show. So yeah, so she is Andre's Secret Santa, and she's like having like a problem deciding what to give Andre as his Secret Santa present. So yeah, so for like so pretty much like for this episode, she really is like just trying to decide on what she should get Andre for his Secret Santa present. Yeah. And yeah, and she's just like trying to decide the whole episode, and then eventually, like she does like get the idea from her Secret Santa on like what she should do for, like, for Andre for his Secret Santa present. Yeah, and then it all culminates at the end of this episode where she does like, I give Andre his Secret Santa gift in a very interesting way. So yes, and that really is like what this episode really is about. Like it really is just like throughout the episode, everybody just giving their Secret Santa gifts to their designed person or their assigned person rather. Yeah, and yeah, and then yeah, and it is just Tori trying to think of what to get Andre for his gift, and then at the end of the episode, she gives it. Yeah, so it is like relatively a simple Christmas special. Yeah, so yeah, so like I said, I don't really think it's among like the best Nickelodeon Christmas specials, but it's not terrible. Like it really isn't like a boring special. Like I still do think that it does like overall still do this idea still pretty well. Yeah, there's really like no like sort of like real like sort of like Christmas true Christmas story to this, but yeah, it really is like a relatively simple premise for the special, and I do think that it is overall, yeah, it is done decently enough. All right, so yeah, so there's not really like a whole lot to really say about this special because it is really simple. So I'll just talk a little bit about the plot of the episode. All right. So yeah, so like I said, it is a Christmas time, and like as all the kids are in a Psychowitch's class, Psychowitz is like having to like uh, is like having his Secret Santa assignment, yeah, and it shows how like for Psychowitz is assigned Courtney Van Cleef, who's the sister of Sinjin. Yeah, for those of you that remember, but that watch Victorious, you remember Sinjin? He was kind of like the weird kid. Yeah. So yeah, so Psychowitz was assigned Sinjin's sister. Yeah, yeah, and so then Psychowitz then decided that because the kids really aren't into like Secret Santa, and they like really don't think that they should have to give gifts to random people they don't care about. Psychowitz then felt that the kids really need to get in the holiday spirit, and so he tells all the kids that they will all be required to participate in the Secret Santa, and they all must be creative and have special gifts for each other. Yeah, and whoever gives the worst present will be forced to do the Christmas yodeling with Psychowitz on Christmas Eve. Yeah, and I should also like mention here that Andre was also really upset and freaking out because we find out that Andre wrote a Christmas song for another class, but he was given a D for it. Yeah, yeah, and also in this episode, it shows that Beck, who's played by Avon Jogia, it shows that he's had a issue sleeping because there's been a noisy cricket in his RV, which has been preventing him from getting any sleep. So yeah, so it shows that there's a running gag throughout this episode of first Beck is falling asleep in class, and then he's drinking a whole bunch of coffee to keep him awake, and it's making him just very hyper. So the kids are just required to participate in Secret Santa. Yeah, yeah, and and then it's showing how like I said, Tori was assigned to be Andre's Secret Santa, and then then throughout the episode we hear the other kids of who they were assigned to Secret Santa. Jade was assigned to Tori, Robbie was assigned to Kat was assigned to Jade, um, Beck was assigned to Robbie, and Andre was assigned to Beck. Yeah. So yeah, so that's how it was. Yeah, and I guess I should mention for those of you that don't know the show. Yeah, Robbie, Kat, Jade, and yeah, them Matt Bennett is the one that plays Robbie, and Jade is played by Elizabeth Gillies, and Kat is played by Ariana Grande. Yeah. We just see that we learn who everybody's Secret Santa is throughout this episode. Yeah, and then we see that first the first Secret Santa because at first Tori was at first her Secret Santa gift to Andre was just going to be a small miniature ceramic guitar, but then her sister Trina, who's played by Daniela Monet, was telling her that that would be useless to Andre. Yeah, and then we see Robbie run up and give Kat her Secret Santa gift, which was uh, a cotton candy cart with an actual server that will follow her around for a week. Yeah, and then when Kat was given her gift, Tori saw that like her gift would just not be fitting for Andre, and she could do a lot better. Yeah, and then we see that Beck was Robbie's Secret Santa, like I said, and then Beck's gift to Robbie was he brought Robbie's old bully, who was named Christy Vicaris, to school because Robbie was talking about wanting to get even with her, but when Robbie saw how beautiful she was, they ended up going on a date instead. Yeah. And then it showed throughout this episode Robbie, I mean not Robbie, Andre was trying to convince the teacher that gave him the D for his song to really change his grade, trying to convince him that it was better than that. But the teacher was just like telling him that like he gave him the grade that he deserved for his song. Yeah, and then as Tori was still trying to decide what gift to give Andre for his Secret Santa gift, then Jade was like, of course, like as I said, she was assigned to be Tori's Secret Santa, and Jade then arrived at Tori's house, and then she decided the gift that she would give Tori would be a good idea for a gift for Andre. Yeah. And then we saw at school that Andre was Beck's Secret Santa, and he actually did capture the cricket that was keeping Beck awake at night. So yeah, he gave that to Beck as his Christmas gift, and now Beck could sleep. Yeah. And then Psychowitz just approached Beck and asked for the cricket. So yeah, so Beck gave the cricket to Psychowitz, and he actually gave that to Sinjin's sister as her Secret Santa gift. Yeah, and then as Andre was once again trying to talk to the teacher to convince him to give him a better grade for the song, then we saw Tori, Jade, and Kat all dressed in Christmas style clothing. Yeah, and then then they were actually performing Andre's Christmas song, which was titled "It's Not Christmas Without You," in the hall, in front of the teacher and every student that was in the hall. And yeah, and it was a full on performance. It was basically kind of something that would be seen on a Broadway or something. They did quite a few of these performances on the show. Of course, since Victoria Justice is also a singer, and so is Ariana Grande. They actually did decide to really give her quite a few musical performances on the show. They did quite a few of these. I do remember them. Yeah. So yeah, so if you want to actually see this performance of the song, I'll have a link in the description. If you want to actually watch the performance that they did in front of the teacher and everyone, yeah, and then and then after they performed the song, everybody loved it, and then it then convinced the teacher that it's worth a better grade. And so then then the teacher then gave Andre an A for the song. Yeah, so everybody received their Secret Santa gift. Yeah, and then in the end, there was this text saying that everybody's gift was a really wonderfully creative for each other, and that Psychowitz's gift was actually the worst one. So it showed that Psychowitz went Christmas yodeling with just a group of strangers on Christmas Eve, and that's how it ended. So yeah, so I said, it is a relatively simple Christmas special. There's no real big story for this. It really is just a Secret Santas and Tori trying to decide what to give Andre for his gift, and yeah, it wound up being this performance. So yeah, so I said, it is a relatively simple story. So it's not really among the best Nickelodeon Christmas specials, but I mean it is still so interesting enough. And yeah, and I have seen other Nickelodeon Christmas specials that I haven't enjoyed as much as this one. So yeah, so I guess it's not really a must see, but if you're a curious enough just to kind of see a Secret Santa done, and if you want to see a good performance the one that Tori did for Andre here, I guess you can uh, take the 20 minutes or so and give the special a watch. Yeah, and I said, I'll have the performance down in the description if you want to watch it as well. All right. So yeah. So I guess that's the best way I can put it. All right. So yeah. So I guess that's all I really have to say about it. All right. So yeah. So this is it for my review of the Victoria's Christmas special, A Christmas Story. So yeah. So I hope you guys did enjoy my review for this special. Yeah, and stay tuned because yeah, I'll have more coming as I finish off the rest of these specials that I was going to do last year. Yeah, and I know that we're only about 8 days to Christmas now. So yeah, so there may be some days where I might make uh two reviews in a day, including maybe later on tonight. I'll be back to make another review. So yeah, so stay tuned for more of these Nickelodeon Christmas special reviews coming up. All right, but yeah, but I hope you guys did enjoy this one. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.